As we wrapped up this Sunday, it was relatively quiet for the middle of July. Temperatures were also just a few degrees below normal, but I don't think anybody will be complaining about that, as you know where we're headed for this week. Now, one thing I did want to show you, we had some neighbors down to the southwest dealing with a large area of showers and thunderstorms, but cloud cover has stayed mostly at bay with mostly sunny conditions, but you may have noticed a little more of a gray milkiness to the sky today, and it's not from thunderstorms, it's actually from something else. And I have to zoom back out and put the radar and satellite imagery in a special mode from our GO-16 satellite way up in orbiting Earth there. It is picking up the wildfire smoke from the Canadian wildfires, and that large counterclockwise rotation there of low pressure is sending it down into the north central plains and then eventually into the mid and lower Mississippi valleys, and even here in northern Alabama in the Tennessee Valley. So one thing I do want to bring up with this is we're going to see this for the next couple of days. So you'll notice there's a slightly different tinge to the sky, and that smoke that you're seeing there is not all the bright white. It's that kind of really dull looking color in the mix of that as you watch that animate in the central and central plains and north central plains and down into the Ohio and Tennessee River valleys. Now, as we segue towards the rest of this week, the other part of the story is going to be the oppressive conditions. We are going to have dew point values, that's the measure of moisture in the atmosphere, pretty well topped out in the 70 to 75 degree range, which translates to very humid, or you can use your own words at home what you want to call that, but it's just going to be outright oppressive. Now with it, we are going to see it coupled with that ridge of high pressure that we've been discussing coming in from the desert southwest. Thankfully, we're not going to have the kind of temperatures they've been feeling, but we are going to have the intensity of the heat from that ridge being felt here in northern Alabama. So as we move towards Monday, there will be one feature before that ridge gets here, because it's going to take a couple of days to do so. We'll have a weak boundary getting close to us that may allow for a thunderstorm or two to be triggered across the area. Most people will stay dry. I'm not too worried about it, but we will be watching that closely. Now, as we move towards Tuesday and Wednesday, rain chances lessen as the ridge starts to expand and take hold across the southeast. And it's thankfully only going to last for a few days after that. By the time we make it to Thursday night into Friday, we are going to see that ridge breaking down, diving to the south into the Gulf of Mexico. This means it opens us up to have some more showers and thunderstorms coming back into play, which we'll see highest on Friday and Saturday as the frontal boundary starts to drop into the southeast, which will be a good thing, by the way, because it will help take the edge off of the temperatures and the high humidity as well. So for the next couple of days here, that's certainly something to keep in mind as we look forward to this weekend with temperatures cooling down. But over the coming days, this is what you've got to make sure that you're being careful with. Heat index values will be at 105 plus for a number of days, which is heat advisory criteria. So limit time outdoors, stay hydrated, and check on pets and elderly people if you can. Tonight, low temperatures dive down to the upper 60s. Tomorrow, we expect those temperatures to climb into the lower 90s. And then your 7-day forecast shows the anticipation of those temperatures. We've got mid-90s expected, but then as we head into Saturday and Sunday, it will be in the upper 80s. I'm looking forward to that.